Welcome to this video on French Indochina. We will explore the history and governance of the Indochinese Union, focusing on the Indochinese piastre, the currency that financed the French Empire in Southeast Asia from 1887 to 1954. Layer 1. 5 lands, 1 ruler. The Indochinese Union, spanning from 1887 to 1954, covered 737,000 square kilometers, with a population of 23.3 million in 1937. It comprised 5 regions: Tonkin, Annam, Cochinchina, forming modern Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos, which was added in 1899. Layer 2 details the architecture of power. French culture was evident in a Little Paris, with structures like the Hanoi Opera House. Saigon and Hanoi served as capitals. By 1940, a small French elite of 34,000 civilians ruled millions of locals. Layer 3 introduces the Piastre de Commerce, issued in 1885 by the Banque de l'Indochine. 1 piastre was equal to 100 cents, or 200 to 600 traditional sapakis. It was symbolized by the dollar sign, or ICFP. The currency clash was a battle for the economy. The traditional sapakwe was a low-value local cash coin. The Spanish/Mexican dollar was the trusted global standard. The French piastre, heavy silver initially, was designed to force the Spanish dollar out of the market. The French Indochinese banknotes represented one note, many voices. The obverse displayed French text and authority. The reverse featured traditional Chinese, Vietnamese Latin script, Lao, and Khmer scripts, serving as a reminder to diverse populations of the central bank's control. Indochina was a colony d'exploitation économique. French monopolies controlled trade in opium, salt, and rice alcohol, generating 44% of the colonial budget by 1920. Resources like rubber, coal, zinc, and tin were aggressively extracted through forced labor. Gresham's law, bad money drives out good. The initial piastres contained so much pure silver that their intrinsic value exceeded their face value. Locals hoarded the coins, leading to their disappearance. By 1895, France reduced the coin's total weight to 27 grams to keep it in circulation. Layer 4 covers the period of war, Japan, and zinc from 1940 to 1945. The colony was jointly ruled by Vichy France and the Japanese Empire. The piastre was pegged to the devaluing Japanese yen, leading to a currency crash. Silver vanished, and new coins were urgently minted from cheap zinc and aluminum, contributing to a devastating famine. The Piastres Affair corrupted the empire. In 1945, the French government pegged 1 piastre to 17 French francs to prevent devaluation, even though its market value in Indochina remained 10 francs. This disparity fueled a scam, where organized crime bought cheap piastres in Asia, exchanged them for expensive francs in Paris, draining the French treasury. The First Indochina War lasted from 1946 to 1954, led by Ho Chi Minh and the Viet Minh. The brutal conflict involved guerrilla warfare. 2 economies emerged. French forces were funded by the piastre, while the Viet Minh issued their own currency in rebel zones. 1954 marked the fall of Dien Bien Phu. General Vong Nguyen Giap's Viet Minh forces decisively defeated the French Union. The Geneva Agreements were signed on July 21, 1954. France withdrew, and Vietnam was temporarily partitioned into North and South. Layer 5 describes the transition where 1 currency became 3 from 1952 to 1957. The Lao Kip, the Cambodian riel, and the South Vietnamese dong replaced the piastre. Dual-denominated paper money circulated briefly before the piastre vanished by 1957. Holding history in your hand, Indochinese piastres are now highly prized by global coin collectors. These artifacts range from heavy 1885 silver trade dollars to hold bronze sapakways and emergency World War II zinc coins. Each coin tells the story of an era of ambitious expansion and tragic conflict. The price of an empire, French Indochina existed for less than 70 years. Built on the pursuit of wealth, governed by the piastre, the Indochinese Union was ultimately dismantled by the desire for freedom.